Okay, so you're going to get a square sheet of black paper, and what I would like for you to do is I would like you to take the bottom and fold it to the top. And go ahead and crease. Now I'd like for you to take the left side and fold it to the right side, or right to left, whichever. So close it kind of like a book. And crease. And then open it back up. And now what you want to do is you want to go corner to corner. So it's going to look like a big taco. And that gives you a diagonal crease, and then go ahead and do the next corner as well. Okay, so you just want to make sure those folds are pretty accurate, and what you should end up with is a design that looks like this. So I have a vertical, a horizontal, and two diagonals. So a plus sign and a letter X. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue on our little drawing onto the center of this, okay? So we are going to use a ruler to help us out because we do want it to be perfectly centered as much as we can. Okay. So I'm going to need a pencil and a ruler, and I'm going to line up the edge of my ruler here on the left side of the paper. And I'm going to lay the ruler right at my horizontal crease. I am going to make a little vertical line with my pencil at the number 3. On this side, I am going to make a little vertical line at the number 9. So what we're doing is we're measuring 3 inches from the edge. So 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. It's just my numbers. I'm going down from 12, right? So 12, 11, 10, 9. So 9 on the right side, 3 on the left side. I make those little marks. Then what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to turn your paper. Okay, and now those little marks that I made are at the top and the bottom. So I want you to do the same thing, but now follow this horizontal line. So I lay my ruler, I make a little vertical line at the 3, a little vertical line at the 9. And you do want to make sure you can see these lines, but don't make them too long because at the end we don't want to see those, okay? So I have these little marks, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my drawing in those marks. So like the top mark, that's where the top of my drawing will be. The side mark is where the side will be, bottom, bottom, side, side. And that way I know it's pretty close to center there. So you want to get a glue bottle, twist it open, let the glue fall to the top, and you're going to put a frame of glue. Remember, you don't want it right on the edge. You want to come in a little bit. Draw a square with your glue bottle. I'm going to put an X here in the middle. Close your glue bottle. Gently flip it over and line it up in these sections here. As close as you can so it all looks pretty even around it. Looks straight, not too crooked. Once you feel settled with it, you can press down and glue that on. And then I'm going to go ahead and erase my little lines that I made because I could still see them and I don't want to see them. So there you go. So now it has a big chunky black frame. So what was the point of folding it all? So this is where we are going to do some paper folding because this assignment we're working on showing form, 3-dimensional objects. And this is an illusion, right? This isn't actually 3-dimensional. If I'm putting my hand on this, this is flat. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to decorate the frame where we are actually building things that pop up off of the paper. So that's called a relief, when you have a flat background but things pop up off of it. All right, so you're going to decide upon a color palette and you are going to get little squares of paper. Now I'm going to teach you two different types of folds, and then you can jazz these up if you want to, or just keep them simple. But I'm going to show you what a kite fold is first. So a kite fold is where you're going to put it as like a diamond in front of you, and you're going to take the bottom and fold it to the top. Now, I cut these with my paper cutter, so they're not going to be perfect. If you notice like yours is a little uneven, you can just take some scissors and trim. Okay, so you do that, and then you want to open it up so the crease is going like this, vertical. Then you're going to take this side, and this is going to come into that center line. But this whole edge is going to line up with that vertical center line. So I'm going to kind of hold it here at the bottom with this finger, and I'm going to bring this in, and I line that up with the center line, and then I crease. And then you do the same thing with this side. And that is a kite fold. Okay, next I'm going to show you just like a triangle fold. So this one, you will just fold bottom to top like this, and then close it like a book. But now, here's where you want to make sure you're getting it right. So you see, this is my folded edge, this is my open edge. You want the folded edge to be facing away from you. Folded edge away from you. You lay it down, you're going to bring this corner to the bottom middle. And you want this edge to line up vertically, straight center, and then you crease. This comes to here. Make sure it lines up in the middle. And that is a triangle fold. Again, you could trim it to make it more perfect. Okay, so kite and triangle. And then obviously you can jazz these up, right? I could bend these back. I could bend these back. You can sort of get creative with what you do, but I'm just going to leave that as is and then let you take those creative choices. Okay, so you're going to start thinking about how you want your design to be on your piece. So what I recommend is trying out a couple folds and just laying them down and seeing what you like and what you don't like, and trying out different colors as well. So maybe I want this kite fold to go into this triangle fold. Maybe I want this to hang off the edge of the paper. Maybe I want it like this. Maybe I don't like any of that. I just want you to start playing around with what you find interesting. So those crease marks that you made, that's what you're following. So I'm laying my design around the crease marks, and I am building from there. So I have crease marks that go right, vertical and horizontal, and I have crease marks that go diagonal, diagonal. So you just want to start laying things out. I would not glue anything down until you are totally satisfied with what you have made. So I knew I wanted these three colors before I started. So I just started making a bunch of different folds and playing around, and I'm not using all of my folds, I realized. So I have just an assortment here, and I actually, before I recorded this, I played around with a lot of different options and then landed on one that I liked, right? But this could be like an example. There you go, right? This could be a lovely work of art where you're creating some 3 dimensions off the frame of the paper. Okay, so once you have the design the way you like it, then you can start gluing it down. So I was just playing around here. This is lovely, but this isn't the one that I decided upon. So let me put all these away, and I'm going to start mapping out the one I decided upon. All right, so once you're ready, you want to start gluing things down. So I've begun this process, and I've already got all my, folds, all my paper folded. So I am, you can see I'm nestling in this yellow into this turquoise. So I'm just putting some glue here on the turquoise so I can put in the yellow. And then I'm going to flip that over and put some glue on the back. And I want mine a little bit under my drawing in the corners. This is a tricky option because I did already glue it down. Luckily, because I didn't glue all the way to the edge, I'm able to lift up my corners and put it down. Okay, and then from there you just want to start gluing. So for my kite fold, I'm going to put just a frame of glue around the back of it and lay it down. Just give it a gentle press and then move on. Let it just settle in there. Now you can even let some of the papers go off the edges, so you can already see that's happening, and you can even build that even more if you want. I wouldn't go too far because then it'll lose its balance, but a little bit could look kind of cool. Okay, so this is my design that I think I'm complete with. So I created a radial design, a relief sculpture to get the three-dimensional quality of the paper that ties in with the three-dimensional quality of the drawing that we made with the geometric forms.